Hello, welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria and on my channel we vlog all home life things, and today we're going to be doing some cooking in the air fryer. And what I want to do, I don't know what to call them because it's just something I've devised to chuck together myself, is not sausage rolls but turkey stuffing and cranberry. I'm going to have a go at doing them. I've only ever put sausage meat into the rolls before, so I've only ever done sausage rolls, so I thought, well, surely I can chuck a few different things in. I know I could chuck it in a pie or a pasta or something, but I thought, let's have a go like sausage roll size, because I don't want anything too huge, just something just a snack, you know, and get rid of all these leftovers from Christmas. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to bring you down so you can see what I'm doing and what I've got here. Get rid of that knife, we don't want that for the moment. So I've got some leftover turkey. It was probably about my handful size, and I've chopped it up quite small. I've just made up some stuffing, just some ordinary sage and onion stuffing. I've just mixed it with a bit of hot water from a packet mix because I've got some left. Although I might need to add a bit more to it, I don't know, or whether to add a bit of gravy, but we'll see. And I've got some cranberry sauce. And also what I must do actually, while I think about it, is beat an egg, because I want to brush the top of it with some egg. I don't really brush my pastry much. I will brush savouries, but like sweet ones, dessert pastry, I don't tend to brush with anything. I know a lot of people brush with milk and that for desserts, but I don't tend to bother. But however, I'm doing a savoury one today, so... Another thing as well, my daughter had said to me, my eldest daughter, because she's vegetarian, she says, well, why don't you have a go at making cheese and cranberry? So I'll do this, and then if I've got enough pastry, well, my hands trouble with that, it's sticky, isn't it? I'm going to have a go at doing a cheese and cranberry one, even if I can just get one out of it, and just experiment really to see what it does. I can't guarantee this is going to work out, but everything's about experiment. If we didn't experiment, we'd have no nice foods to eat, would we? So I'm going to get the pastry. I've left that standing. I've cheated and I bought some just rolled puff pastry, just a sheet of it. So, because I don't really use puff pastry, so I thought there's no point in me making loads of it, batches of it, because I'm not going to use it. So I thought, might as well just buy one for this. I'm only experimenting. So we'll get that. It's been standing out of the fridge. It said not to roll it with a pin or anything, otherwise I've collapsed the layers. So I'll get it out. Just got a bit of wet on my tray. Let's just dry that off. So we'll take that out of the wrapper and I'll bring it down again so you can see what I'm doing. Right, just find the end of it to roll it. I'm not sure which way is the best way to roll it really. I'm not used to doing this. It's actually cracking a bit. Do you see along there? I don't know if you can see where I'm rolling it. It's starting to crack a bit. I'll leave it like that, but there, look, it started to crack down a bit. So I think what I'm going to do, well, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, whether to go that way with it and go over, do it in half and go over. Not really sure. I never really looked into it either to see the best way of cutting this pastry, because I don't really work with this kind of pastry. So if you wonder what I'm looking at, there's a big van reversing and it was right close to my brick wall. And I've had my brick wall knocked down before by the Iceland man, so keeping my eye on it, but he's missed it. So anyway, we'll get back to doing this. If I do this wrong, then you can all tell me in the comments. I'll know for next time. So yeah, what I'm going to do though, first of all, I'm going to chuck these ingredients together. We'll just put that there. And we're going to chuck these ingredients together. I do think it's going to be quite dry though. I'll put it all in. Like I said, there's no measurements really, just a bit of stuffing we had left over, and just about a handful of turkey meat. So I'm just going to mix it all in. Then I'll mix it again with some cranberry sauce. Thing is, I don't want it too dry, but we'll put the cranberry sauce in first and we'll see what that does. I don't know about this experimentation. Well, we'll put 2 spoons in. It's good to experiment because that's how you come up with recipes. And like I say, we'd never have nice things to eat if nobody had experimented in the first place. But at the same time, I'm not so good at it. Turn it all pink now. So you could probably get away with putting a bit of gravy in that. It's quite, not loose, but it's firm. I don't want it runny either, see. It's mixing nice anyway. It is mixing together nice. Yeah, that's coming nice. That's mixing almost to like a paste. Now I've put the cranberry sauce in it. Now, what I might do is get a spoon. Find a big spoon. Any bigger spoon will do. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the curl of it. Let's just see. I'm not really sure about this. Maybe that's too much. I'll leave an edge and so I can seal it. What I will do actually while I think about it is cut some off there. Actually, and separate it. Because if I'm going to do a cheese one, I don't want it to be near the meat, so we'll separate it. So I'll form this along. Do it up to the edge if I can. It's close to. I'm no big cook. I like cooking. I like putting things together and doing things. I look at these bake-off programs and I think to when I was young, well, I say young, sort of at school, secondary school age young, and I used to like making sponges, and I would layer them and layer them because I love lots of layers, and layer them and layer them, and I'd have huge sponges. I ended up going like the Eiffel Tower to a lean. And when I watch these bake-off, well, I don't really watch them, but you know, I see them on telly. It makes me think of that when I was younger and these great big layers of cakes I used to like making. And my brother, and he'll probably watch this, always said I was the one who invented muesli. So he used to put all sorts of concoctions into a plate or cup or something. And it was like muesli, like you get today. So he always says I invented muesli. But as for cooking at school, I wasn't so... Well, I wouldn't say I wasn't good at it. I wasn't willing to do it at school. So we used to have cooking lessons. I don't know if I've told you before, but we had this cooking teacher called Mrs. Roberts, and I hated cooking at school. Not that I didn't like cooking. I liked cooking, but I just did not like cooking at school. And all the messing around that the teachers made you do and everything. And she just seemed to make so much hard work of it. And I used to think it's a lot easier than that. You're making a lot of hard work out of it. How's anyone going to learn to cook? Because you're going all around the mulberry bush with everything. And it used to get on my nerves, so I'd opt out of it. I'd try not to do it if I could help it. So one day, Mrs. Robertson said to me, well, you know, you've not done no cooking for a while. I want you cooking this week, she says, and you can pick what you're going to cook. And she gave me this list of like pastry things. And on it, you've got to make a pastry thing. I can't remember, but there was jam and there was pastry and all kinds of different things. So I went to the shop, bought a jar of jam, and I bought some ready-made pastry. And I went and she says, right then, Maria, what are you going to cook? And I said, a jam tart. I brought out this ready-made pastry and this jar of jam. Oh, she was not amused. She was most unhappy. My dad ended up having words with her. But I didn't go back in the cookery class again because I thought, well, it was a waste of time. Just wasn't teaching it properly. It seemed silly what she was doing. It was all around the mulberry bush. It just was not straight to the point cooking. And they were always messing around so much, and you didn't get to go, and you'd miss your bus home from school. Now, I had a long way to go. I lived right out in the countryside, and if I didn't get a bus, the school bus, I wouldn't be able to get home because there was no public transport going my way. I relied on that bus, so I had to catch that bus. And messing around and having cooking the last thing in day, last lesson of the day, was just ridiculous because she wouldn't let anybody go, whether you'd finished or not, until everybody had finished. And there was some right kerfuffle in the classroom with flour everywhere and broken eggs all over the floor, and never seen anything like it. And I thought, she's not teaching nobody nothing because it never got any better. So, yeah, that was my time of cooking at school. I just didn't do it, and I certainly didn't pick it for my options. But yeah. And I know you look at me now and you say, I can tell. I'm going to see, we'll go that over that way a bit. I'm a bit worried to go too far over because I don't know if it's going to break. We'll go that way a bit. Let's be a bit confident with this, shall we? I'll put that piece there. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but hey-oh, not to worry. As long as it cooks and works in some form or other, we're on to a winner. Right, we're going to go down the side so I can seal the side. Now, I do remember doing all this puff pastry and everything at school, cutting cubes and doing different layers and things like that, but at school it just wasn't my thing. It just wasn't my thing. Now, I've probably got too much filling in here. Some days it's not my thing now. Oh dear, honey. Let's make sure that ends down. We may get a bit of overspill, I don't know. Maybe I filled it too full. That's the thing with me, see. Fill them too full. I'm going to halve that, I think, because otherwise it's not going to go into the air fryer. Yeah, that's okay. What we're going to do then, we'll just slit the top. I'll just put some slits on there. We'll cover it in egg. We could end up with a right mess in the air fryer, but not to worry. It's all experimenting. Right, so I've done them two. I'm going to put you on pause while I just do the other two, because you don't sit watching me all day doing them. And then we're going to pop them in the air fryer and see what happens. Okay, so we've done 4 of them there, as you can see. I'm going to pop them into the air fryer. Let's bring it down a little bit so you can see that. I've put a lining in, but I'm going to put it directly in the base. I've took the other bit out, the trivet bit, and I'm going to put them in directly. See how we can do. Get the 4th one in. Probably get that along the side. I don't think I'd like to be a pastry cook. I'm more of a cake sort of person. I prefer doing like sponges and everything. I mean, I do a lot of pastry, but not puff pastry. But I wouldn't want to be a pastry chef. I think it'd be cakes with me, doing lots of different cakes and things like that. I've always liked that sort of thing. So I'm going to now pop this into the air fryer. Make sure I switched it off, because I know I've got a habit of not doing. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it at 180. I did jot down, I think it was, let me check for you. Yeah, 180 for 20 minutes. I want to make sure I get it right, I'm telling you right. So we're going to put it in, switch it on, go for air fry, take it down to 180. Just realised I've not got my reading glasses on, so I hope I'm doing it right. And then we're going to do it for 20 minutes. So air fry 180, 20 minutes, and away we go. And hopefully that'll work. Like I say, I don't really do puff pastry. It's been poor donkey's years, really donkey's years since I've done it. So I'm going to have a go now at making a cheese one while this is cooking. So I'm going to get the cheese and mix a bit in a bowl with some of the red currant. It's not even red currant, is it? Oh my word. I'll read it. Smooth cranberry sauce. I'm going to mix a bit of cheese with that and fill the other one and see how that goes. So I've got some grated cheese. That's another thing I always do, especially like if it's Christmas time or I'm going to have parties. I buy big blocks of cheese, grate them and put them in lots of different little bags. It's cheaper than going out and keep buying lots of little blocks. So I've got plenty of that left over. I'm not sure how much I need. I'll put a bit in first and we'll see how we go, because I don't want to overfill it, you see. I know what I'm like. I just get carried away, put loads of stuff in and then it's oozing out everywhere, which is what I'm worried a bit about, what's in the air fryer, the turkey one. We'll start with that. And we'll just put a spoon of cranberry sauce in, a nice big spoon of it. We get another spoon out the drawer just to mix it, a bit bigger one. All size spoons. Now, whether this will mix in well, I don't know. Because I have the cranberry sauce where I don't have the berries. I don't like the whole berries. I like it smooth. Just mix it in. It doesn't matter if there's little dollops here and there. I suppose that'd be no different than a berry. Just might put a little bit more in. Not too much though. And we'll just mix it in with the grated cheese. If I mash it down a bit, get rid of the lumps a bit. Just check you can see. And then we'll just fill that. I mean, that looks quite dry, but with cheese it's not so bad, because the fat will come off it when it starts cooking, so it'll go runny. I think that might do it. We'll just do a thin line down here. I'm just going to do the one long one. Try and keep it away from the edge a bit, because the cheese might run out. I'll try and seal it if I can then, or I'll have the fat running everywhere. Might get all this in if I just spread it round. Just scoop it in and spread it along. Go from there. And I'll probably cook this the same as the other at 180 for 20 minutes. I mean, I can't taste test this for you, but because I'll give it to my daughter, but I can taste test the turkey rolls. Right, that should do that. Little hunch over. Let's just seal the edges. a bit across that. Roll it over. So if I join them ends, try and avoid too much oil coming out from the cheese. Mind you, having said that, if I cut it in half, it's going to do the same, isn't it? I might see if I can get that one in whole, actually. We'll see if we can get that one in whole. I'll just cut a bit there. Well, I tell you what, I won't brush that on yet. I'll wait till that's done. So what I'll do, I'll come back when this one's done so we can have a look what they're like, and then I can just base this one and put it in then. And I'll let you know what that one's like when Lisa tests it, but the other ones we'll be able to test. So we'll be back in a little while, or it'll be instantaneous to you. So the air fryer's just beeped. We'll have a look what's happened. Oh, they look all right. They look okay. Bring them down there. Bring you down so you can have a look. See if I can get them onto a plate so you can see. There. They look all right, don't they? And it hasn't oozed out or anything like that, so quite pleased with that. Put them all on the plate, then I can show you better then. Okay, right then. So that's what they look like. Red hot at the moment, so I won't taste them just yet. But what I'm going to do, I'll put the cheese and cranberry one in to do at the same temperature setting. And then by the time that's done, these will be cool enough and can taste test one, see what it's like. And I can also show you how the cheese ones turned out then. So it'll be about 20 minutes for me, but instantaneous for you. Well, the cheese one is done. So I'm going to show you. Bring it down, look. That's a nice big one. The only thing it did do was just come out a bit at that end. But other than that, it's looking really nice. And I'll let Lisa taste that one later on. But we'll have a taste test of one of the turkey ones. What I'm going to do is just chop the end off a bit of one. So I'll just take the end off one. Very flaky. So see what they're looking like. I can't talk ever, can I? Look inside. I'll try one and see. That's really nice, because you taste like, first of all you bite the turkey and taste the sage and onion, and then as you chew him, the flavour of the cranberries come through. That's really nice. The only other thing with puff pastry, it's everywhere, isn't it? That's another reason I don't like it. It goes all over the place. But yeah, that tastes really nice, and it's cooked okay. It's soft enough in the middle. It's not hard or dry, anything like that. And it's moist enough in the middle, which was what I was a bit worried about with the stuffing. Did it need to be a bit moister? Should I have added a bit of gravy? I suppose you could if you wanted to, but that tastes nice as it is. It's okay. It's a good way of using up some leftover bits. I thought I'd just give it a go, see what it was like, and I imagine you could put it into a pie and make a nice big pie, which is what I would normally do. But yes, they taste nice. They do taste really nice. So I'll let you know when I'm back again what the cheese and onion one was like. I'll get Lisa's verdict on it later when she tries it, and I will let you know. Now I'll be back again on Sunday, which is New Year's Eve. Oh, year gone like that. And what we're going to talk about is my plans for the coming year. What my plans were last year. We'll have a quick skim through them. Did any of them work out as I wanted to, and what they're going to be for the coming year for myself and my family. Now, I don't make resolutions, never made New Year's resolutions since I was, I don't know, early 20s. Because I could never keep to them. You always start the new year off really raring to go and full of enthusiasm, and then things wane a bit, and so I never kept to resolutions. So I don't make resolutions, but I make plans and try and work to plans, although plans change. So this is why we're going to have a look at what my plans were last year, what I've said about this year, and what we're hoping to do for the forthcoming year. So that'll be on Sunday, on New Year's Eve. So until then, thank you for watching and take care of yourselves. Bye.